so I'm good.
No, so you're facing the cameras inside the bank.
Okay, well your cameras are pointed out, so, you know, can I ask you to turn your cameras off and point it outward?
They're not.
Those aren't on up there?
They're not facing that.
That was pointing right at the door, so it's looking out the window. Yeah, I mean, if you want to turn yours off, I'll turn mine off.
I don't want to call the cops.
Why would you call the cops?
Because you're recording inside a financial institution.
But I'm not in your financial institution.
You're recording inside the financial institution.
If I was inside, if I was inside, I'd completely understand, but I'm outside. And the camera that I did point out was this one in here. Pointed right towards the front door. Didn't seem to like it when I suggested they turn their cameras off, then I'll turn mine off. Well, that didn't take very long for them to get all uppity. She's claiming I'm recording inside the financial institution, but obviously they closed their blinds, created their privacy, so it's like all I can really see is a glare off the window, so technically I'm not recording inside the bank. But they made a threat of calling police. So we'll see what happens, guys. Stand by.
Yeah, hey, we have customers coming out of the bank. And
Okay.
We're about ready to call the police because you've got
Why
a
don't you keep
camera
your
facing
distance?
inside the bank.
I'm standing on a
She's afraid
sidewalk.
to walk out of the door. She's afraid to walk
Well, now
out of
I'm
the door.
recording
Can
for
you-
my safety because
can
you're getting
please-
extremely close.
I know this is what you're doing on purpose. Can
No.
you please turn the camera
You can
the other
choose
way?
to ignore
okay,
me.
we will call the
Can you choose to disengage? Thank you.
We're going to call the police.
You do that, and they'll tell you the same thing that I told you. There's nothing illegal about recording out here.
I have no problem with the recording. It's
You
the
do.
fact that you're facing it right into the
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I face it as long as I'm out here in public, friend. Poor way to represent Citizens Business Bank, that's for sure. Very aggressive teller slash bank manager there. Oh no, we're getting a cam back through the window now. We had such an issue with my recording, but they're recording out here. Giving her the no finger. Yeah. Peace. Thumbs up. Hang loose. Get a little closer there. Alright, classic cam back. Hi. We're getting a little marathon cam back here. There we go. She finally went away. Alright guys, as you heard, a threat of police being called there. So I'll be hanging around in this area, getting some more video and images, not going to go anywhere. I'm going to be playing the waiting game to see if law enforcement does decide to show up. Is the aggressive...
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a situation that escalated way faster than anyone expected. What started as a man peacefully recording on a public sidewalk suddenly triggered panic inside a bank, with employees accusing him of suspicious behavior and threatening to call the police. The real question here is simple. When lawful public recording creates this much fear, is it ignorance of the law or deliberate intimidation? This opening instantly sets the stage for everything that follows.
Huh?
What are you filming for?
Oh, just shooting some video, some of the decorations, a little bit of everything out here.
Are you visiting from somewhere?
Huh?
Are you visiting from somewhere or are you just doing it for the house?
Oh, I just go all over the place. Yeah. You guys live local or in town? Or just visiting? Nice. Well, happy holiday season to you guys. Enjoy your morning. Did you call the police? Hey, you have a better morning, bud.
For your record, I'm not authorizing you to tape me, so if I see that anywhere, you will be sued.
For your record, I'm not authorized you to take me, so if I see that anywhere, you will be sued.
I will. He's trying to get out of here now. Bye-bye. That guy sure was a grumposaurus there. He drove off. I'll still be in the area here waiting to see if police show up. When I asked him if he called, he didn't want to seem to answer there. So that gives me the idea that if they did, maybe they explain to them there's no crime in public photography, even as uncomfortable as it might seem to some people. So we got police pulling up right here in front.
Well, he comes everywhere.
Got an officer and somebody in a suit here, huh?
Hello, how are you? How you doing?
Hi, doing? How you doing?
Good, good. We just got a call about potential trespass and anything.
Potential
Obviously,
trespass?
I can see where you're
Are you
standing.
recording?
Absolutely.
So am I. Very good, very good.
Yes.
And your name and badge number, please, since you're contacting me.
Officer Henderson, badge number 1736.
And who's your friend in the suit?
He is on a ride-along.
Right along. Hi, how you doing? How you enjoying it so far?
Pretty good.
Learning a lot of stuff?
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay,
ride-along.
cool. Hopefully, keep in mind that they're supposed to uphold the law and not violate people's rights.
Yep.
Very good,
Absolutely.
very good. Yeah. Are you wanting to be a law enforcement officer someday?
Yes.
Very good, very good. So don't let the tyranny or the idea of tyranny corrupt your mind. Always, if you do become an officer, we like good officers out there to uphold the law and protect people's rights and defend our Constitution.
Absolutely.
Always remember that. Very important.
So let me just say, you're on public property.
Yeah,
you're good to go. I
if
know
there's
you
any
know
questions
that.
of trespassing, they can check their camera pointed right out here. I've been standing here the whole time.
Copy that.
Yeah, for sure. They just got a little paranoid over public photography. So please, I hope you educate them in a positive narrative. Appreciate it. So he's gone inside here. He left his screen up. I'm not going to step out into the street to look at it, but I'll make a point for him to maybe close it. They create privacy on that. And we got another unit that just rolled up here.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Your partner went inside
Gotcha.
along with his ride-along buddy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just recording.
Huh?
Just recording.
Oh, I don't answer this kind of questions. Are you recording?
Always.
Very good, very good. You as well? Are you recording as well?
Yep.
Very good, very good.
Recording you, recording me, recording you.
Awesome. We're all recording each other.
It's a triangle. Bro.
Yeah, like a trifecta there. There you go. Can I get your names and badge numbers, please?
Officer Gonzalez, 1732.
Thank you, appreciate it. And you, sir?
453.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready for the holidays? Awesome. For sure. It's nice seeing all the decorations out here, decked for the holiday
Christmas
season.
already, huh?
Decking the halls early.
Skip Thanksgiving, not Christmas.
Did you get all that on camera? Well, it's ready.
Yeah. Looks like small town Americana as I was
That's what it is.
doing my commentary
It
here.
looks nice.
Yeah, for
Did
sure.
some the movies out here in the plaza.
Yeah. Small Soldiers.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
It's like right over there.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah. Back in the day. I did a video years ago and I noticed some of the benches look similar to the Forrest Gump ones. With the
Forrest Gump down here?
No, but it looks like it sure could have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
No,
The
yeah.
big moments
Oh, the other
down
one
here.
was That Thing You Do.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, the Army Navy store up the street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I heard the record shop up here doubled as a facade for another shop
It
in the
looks
movie.
like an old time, like 50s
Sure it is, yeah.
building. Yeah, very cool.
Yep.
I didn't get the whole story from my partner's talking. I guess we'll ask you too. But did you go onto the property or inside or anything?
Oh, I don't discuss those kind of. I don't answer
Okay.
those kind of questions.
You're
Yeah,
not recording though, right?
I'm recording. Yeah, and they're recording too,
I
so
just
their
want your side of the
cameras.
story too.
Oh no, I don't.
Two sides of the story.
Yeah, I don't care to help your
My partner will
investigations.
talk to you about it.
It's all's good.
Yeah, like I said, you're not in violation of anything here.
I already
they
knew
just
that.
wanted to reiterate that this brick is part of their property.
Oh, I
So
never
as long
crossed
as-
that line,
perfect.
yeah.
As long as you're filming from the sidewalk, you're good to go.
Yeah, I tried explaining that to them, but one guy got in my face. And
I'm sorry to hear that, but
pretty aggressive, yeah. So
Not everyone knows what's public and what's not, so.
yeah,
You know what you're doing.
I try to explain it to them, but they, I guess, feel better hearing it from those with guns, I guess. Guns and badges.
yeah, you're
Cool.
fine on the public sidewalk. You film as much as you want.
Exactly.
Well, you know,
God bless America and freedom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. You have any questions for us?
No,
You need to talk.
for sure. You guys have a good day.
You too. Bye now.
Have a good, safe
Have a-
holiday
have a
season.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
You as well. Yeah, yeah. Stay safe out there, guys. We appreciate your service. So 2 units showed up. 3 officers with a ride along here. One thing I would recommend, I noticed your screens were left up, maybe some sensitive information on there, just to suggest maybe closing them next time,
Oh yeah.
because I could easily go and capture that.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, sure. And there they go on the...
All right, guys, this is where things start getting seriously uncomfortable. Bank employees become increasingly aggressive, repeatedly claiming he's recording inside the building while standing on public property. One employee gets extremely close, pressures him to stop filming, and repeatedly threatens police involvement. Then comes the ironic twist. They accuse him of recording while secretly recording him back from inside the bank. The hypocrisy here only fuels attention before law enforcement finally arrives.
Keep your hands out my line of
I'm
sight.
uncomfortable.
Well, I'm sorry
I'm
you're
uncomfortable,
uncomfortable, but
sorry.
you walked right up to me to my camera.
You're in
so,
my place.
Sir, you don't
I'm
get
sorry.
to just block my camera.
I do. I can. You can't
You
walk in
can't
and just walk in
actually.
here.
It's
Bye.
called. I
Get
can't
out.
walk in here.
Then get
It's
out.
called the Tom Bain Act, sir.
Get out, sir.
You can fuck
Get
off.
out, sir.
Don't push me. Look at he's pushing me now to block my camera. Don't push me, bro. Back up. Back the fuck up. Back up. Ah! Back up.
Well, that's the hallway, and now we have damage to our building.
Okay.
I understand the First Amendment stuff, but you can't be trying to go into key carded areas, and when you're asked to leave, you gotta kind of leave out of those areas.
Okay.
He's refusing to leave. We want to trespass him and
Okay.
press charges on him for the damage caused to our property.
That's
So,
hilarious.
Okay. How you doing?
All right, how about you?
Good. Great.
What's your name and badge number?
My name's Officer Shumway, badge number 19023.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So never tried to get into key carded areas. I'm
Okay.
in public offices and a public lobby. Switched from one lobby to the next. Nobody said anything.
Okay.
And nobody asked me to leave. He's full of shit.
Okay.
One dude came in from the other office, followed me over into another public lobby, right? And started trying to get real close and block my camera with his phone. I ended up saying, stop, back up. I turned my body like this, and I'm like, hey, back up, man. Stop trying to block my camera. He shoves me. I turn around. He shoves me into the door. I try to get some space. Through the doors we went with
Okay.
not me backwards, right?
Okay.
So I didn't assault anybody. I was in areas I have a right to be in. I was here to get records and do all that, and I got it on camera, as I'm sure you know. So, yeah, I didn't assault anybody. I was slammed into a wall.
Okay.
My back, obviously. I'm sure you could probably see sheetrock on my back, if not. But there was no full-fledged throwing blows and shit. It was just, he's trying to shove me basically out the building and into walls and slam me into shit.
Okay.
So it wasn't started by me at all, besides trying to go around and be like, hey, bro, stop blocking my camera, and just put my arm up. So,
Okay. Do you have your ID with you?
yeah, I do, but
Can
I'm
I
not
have it,
going to.
please?
Well, I mean, am I under arrest?
There's an accusation made against you, so in order for me to do a report that I might have to do, I'm gonna need your identification for that.
Well, I mean, if I get arrested, if I'm under arrest, I'll ID. I have to if I'm arrested.
Well, you're being detained.
Oh,
You're being
I
detained,
can
so
be detained. That's fine.
Yeah, so I need your identification. You're being detained.
Can you call your? Well, that's not how it works in California. But can you call your sergeant? Don't work like that. And I just been through a lot of shit. I don't want to really go through this.
Okay.
You only have to ID in California if you're lawfully arrested, unless you're driving a car, right? Then you have to ID. So,
Okay, well, I have to go talk to somebody else to figure out the situation. So in order for me to detain you and keep you here, I need your identification.
no, that's not.
So if I have to contact you at a later time.
Call a sergeant. Because if I'm lawfully arrested, or you're gonna cite me or something, detention,
I'm just
citation
trying
is
to
an
take-
arrest, as
so
you know.
listen to me.
But
I'm trying to take care of the situation in the least bad way possible. I'm trying to take care of the situation, get everybody squared away, get everybody on their way, get everybody all taken care of today. Okay, the best way for me to do that is to have your identification, and then I can go talk to this other gentleman and get his statement, and I can come back and talk to you.
No,
But I can't just leave you here and have you take off with me without your identification.
Well, I'm not telling you, I still have records to get. I ain't going nowhere.
There's no records to
But
collect from this
that's,
building.
you don't know what you're talking
Sorry,
about, sir. Just stop.
You can go
Leave
ahead.
me the fuck
Go ahead
alone.
inside. I'll come talk to you in a
Jesus
second.
Christ. So look, I understand your position, and I understand. I mean, you can see my stuff's broken. Like I'm trying to stop this whole thing. I have a recording that don't stop, right? So I understand your position. I stand up for my rights. I know I don't have to ID to you, and under the Fourth Amendment, California is not a stop and ID state. The only way you can get my ID under reasonable suspicion is a stop and ID state. We're not one. I'm not leaving. That's why I asked for you to call it sergeant. I'll stick around. I don't care. I'll stick with your sergeant. But you know, I didn't do anything wrong. I know it. If you guys are familiar with me, which maybe you're not, I don't know. You guys know I'm not out fighting people or doing anything like that. So. But yeah, if you can call a sergeant, that'd be great, man. I don't want to give my ID if I don't have to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Arrest me,
All right,
they
sure.
can
So
arrest me.
at this point, for the vandalism and stuff, they aren't going to press charges. Nothing's going to go on with that.
Vandalism.
There's
listen,
some
I'm
some
sorry.
damage.
I know what I know,
some-
but if I get pushed into it,
I understand.
Right.
You let me finish.
I got you.
There's some damage to the building. Okay, so they're not going to press any charges on that. He doesn't want to press charges on you.
I don't hear good. I'm gonna get a little closer.
Okay.
Right?
It's a mutual tussle, pushing back and forth. Did you guys get into a mutual tussle?
You're wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't mutual, but
Okay.
gotcha.
So at this point, you're free to go.
Okay. Well, I need to get my records. So.
There's no records in that building.
Yeah, I can request public records or open public office.
Okay. Well, there's no records in that building, and you're not, because of what happened. You're just now. We're not going to let you back in.
Well, sir, that's why I asked for it. Can I get a sergeant?
I can have my sergeant come out.
Yeah, please. Because I can show what the thing is, I'm sure he gave you this cool story that was like, I didn't do anything and blah, blah, blah.
That's not what he said. I had a conversation with him and I had a conversation with you.
So can I ask what he said or what you found out?
Yeah, he said that you went in there and were filming, and I told him that you have a right to do that.
Right.
And he said that he didn't want you in there filming, so he asked you to leave. As you guys
That part's not true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna let me finish what
I'm
saying?
I'm trying to put more of it together for you. I'm not trying to interrupt
you. At this point, I don't have anything else to say to you. At this point, I don't have anything else to say to you. If you go back into the building and go back and try to talk to those employees, then it's not. There's no reason for you. They don't have any
There
records
is. I
for
have
you.
to request public records under the California Public Records Act. It's a law, sir, that I have an absolute right to do. I can also do it in person. I have an absolute right to do that, right? That's the whole reason I was here, filming and to request records, right? I need to be able to request those records.
Okay, I can get you a form to fill out, but because of what happened here today, I'm not going to let you back into that office.
Well, I mean, if there's no arrest and it's an open office, then I have every right to go in.
I'm
Unless
not
you're
going to
going
let you back into that office.
then issue me a formal trespass so I can attach you to this lawsuit.
Then give
That'll
me
be
your
fine.
ID.
Oh, you can just tell me verbally.
Go ahead, you're trespassed
Okay, for how long?
until further notice.
And if I go back in,
If you go back in, if you go against my lawful order, I will arrest you.
what's your lawful order,
My lawful
sir?
order is for you to not enter the building.
That's a lawful order, even though they're open to the
I'm
public.
telling you to not enter the building.
And I have every right to do that.
Because of the situation that happened today, I'm telling you to not enter the building.
Let's get your sergeant. Let's get your sergeant.
All right.
I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna violate your order, but what I'm doing is, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest, this right here is gonna be a lawsuit for the dude slamming me around. I have it on camera, right? With you trespassing me from a publicly owned lobby of an office to exercise my right under the California Public Records Act when I didn't do shit wrong, I didn't commit a crime at all. You are now violating my rights as well. So I'm gonna let you do it, and I'm gonna let your sergeant do it, and then I'm gonna make sure that we can attach you guys to the lawsuit.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I won't go back in. If you're telling me not to go back in, I won't go back in. No big deal. Well, a sergeant will be great, and then if you can get, instead of me going back in, can you get me one of their business cards so I have an email, and I'll just email my records request. That'll be fine. And the thing is, I'm not trying to just go against you and be a dick or with you at all. I just feel strongly about my rights. I know I didn't just commit a crime. There was no mutual or nothing.
I didn't say you committed a crime.
I know,
Did
but
I ever say you committed a crime?
well, you said it's
Well,
a
I'll play the
mutual.
tape back.
You said mutual. That's
not a crime.
Well, a mutual combat is a crime in California.
Okay, well, I
right?
didn't say you committed a crime.
Okay.
I didn't say mutual combat
Well,
either.
then can I ask what your basis is to trespass me from a public building? Because you have to have committed a crime in order to be trespassed from a public building. So trespassing me, you're saying you committed a crime, you caused some sort of disturbance, which my First Amendment right can't be the disturbance, and you're trespassed. So maybe that's where I'm mixed up
I said there
at.
was a disturbance in the building.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get him a business card.
All right. So
All right.
we get a card?
I did not. So here's the information. In order for you to get public records, okay, you need to go to a Social Security field office. They don't do public requests here. You can go to a Social Security field office, and that's where the records that you can request. This is just a location for hearings. If people are denied Social Security, then they can come to a hearing here. They don't have any records. They don't control the records. They're more of a middleman.
You mean social services?
What's that?
Social services? You said Social Security.
Sure.
Which is different, right?
Yeah, social
Okay.
services field office.
Gotcha, okay.
There are actually signs on the outside at all of these parking lots that say no trespassing, that it is private property and no trespassing is allowed, and it lists the penal code 602. So at this point, I can trespass you, okay? I can trespass you from entering private property. You have no business to be here. There's no public services or anything offered at this building. There's no reason for you to be here. So you can either take off now, or I can issue you a trespass, or I can tell you not to come back based on that. Or if you do come back, then I can uphold that penal code 602.
Okay, where's your local office at? And is your sergeant
My local
coming?
office?
Yeah, because I'm going to go file a complaint. I just want to...
Yeah, my sergeant's on his way. My local office is on Tyler Street, behind In-N-Out off Madison Avenue.
Okay, so do I wait for your sergeant? Or
you can go to the office at a later time.
Okay, yeah, even
if
they have no trespassing signs up, that's because this is privately owned, but they rent to a public agency.
Right.
If the public can go in there, the media can go in there. I'm here for news journalist purposes. That's what I told you. And I know they told you, and I understand you might not know, right? They told you, well, we don't do public records here. The law, the California Public Records Act says I can come here and do them to the closest place near me. Since they're considered
to a field office.
No, since they're considered the record holding office.
They don't have a mailing address here. They send everything to a PO box. So there's no public records or anything done here. It's all sent to a PO box. You can go to a field office and request those records. Okay? There is no trespassing sign. So at this point, I'm telling you that if you come back, you will be trespassed. You can go to my office and file a complaint.
Buckle up, because this is the moment everyone was waiting for. The police finally arrive, and this could have gone in either direction. Instead of blindly siding with the complaints, the officers calmly assess the situation and quickly realize no laws were broken. They confirm he's legally standing on public property and free to record. What makes this moment powerful is how quickly fear-based accusations collapse when actual law gets involved.
Request there. Now
There's no public records there.
Yes, it is. The employee information, right? What they do, the onus would be on them. And I understand you don't know how it works. I do, because I know the law like the back of my hand, right? What they would do is take my records request, they would forward it to their PIO or records officer, whoever they have, and then they would respond or give me an answer.
And I'm telling you, you can do
right?
that at a field office.
I know I could, but by law, I could also do it here.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm not gonna, if you're gonna put your qualified immunity online and say, if you're gonna come in there, I'm gonna arrest you, I'm not gonna do it, because I have enough already.
The no trespassing signs that are posted on the property.
It doesn't matter. I could put up no trespass, like the highway patrol, you guys could put up no trespassing signs at your office, but I can still go in there. I have a right to go in there.
To the front office.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I was only in a front lobby. I didn't go nowhere else but open lobby. You know what I mean? So you're wrong. I would suggest you look it up, right?
Okay.
And I could tell you the section. 602 has 27 subsections. O is the one that would pertain to this. It talks about publicly open to the public property, right? At the bottom of 602.0, it very clearly says you can't trespass somebody or use this code if they are exercising their California constitutional rights or their federal constitutional rights. It's right in the penal code. So you can't trespass people in public from public offices that are open to the public during public hours. It's a time, place, manner restriction. Now, if it was after 5 and they were closed and I was zooming around the parking lot, then the trespass code would work, right? But time, open public hours, place, public lobby, manner, just quietly recording, right? So there is no time, place, manner issue there. So just look into it. I'm not trying to be a dick to you. I'm sure you probably don't like us and what we do. I don't care about that.
I think I've been nothing but fair with you.
Well, she'll attest to the fact that when you walked in, I said, hey, I think this guy's being professional. He's trying to be professional. But I did notice when you came out, you said, so look, because of this, this, and that, they don't want to press charges against you. But did you ask me if I wanted to press charges for being attacked?
I was actually in the process of going to ask you, but you kept interrupting me.
I'm riled up. Okay. I mean, I'm sure you can understand if I started, whatever, I'm not going to make statements.
If you started recording me, if I started recording you'd be riled up too? Is that what
No, because you're recording me. No, I was going to say something else.
What were you going to say?
If I was putting my hands on you, you'd be riled up yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd have something else to talk about at that point.
Right, but I wouldn't do that because I'm not a psycho. Okay. See what I'm saying? I don't get violent with people. There's no need to, right? Mm-hmm. I'm here peacefully recording. But I'm sure you can understand my frustration. So
I do understand. And that's what I told you, that I told the gentleman that if you were sitting in there recording, that you have every right to sit in there and record as much as you want to. The only thing that I'm talking about now at this point is, since it got to this level, I'm asking you nicely to leave, okay? And if you come back before they get their signs up, I have signs in the parking lot to legally trespass you. That's all I said. I tried to be super cool about it and ask you nicely to leave because of the situation that arose. Okay, I think in any situation, if a situation like that arises and you're riled up, he's riled up, best thing is to separate, for you to take off, maybe come back tomorrow, right? And that's all I asked you to do.
I agree with that, but when you say somebody's trespassed, you know what I mean? You're making it sound like I can't come to our public offices. So you're just saying for today, because of what happened, let's stay out of here. And if you need to come back and get your records tomorrow, you can do that. When you tell somebody's trespassed,
I would advise you to go to a different office.
I understand
the situation that arises.
I totally understand it, but what you need to understand is, we have an absolute right to request our records from this office. Okay. And if they don't know that and they're not doing it and they're not following the law, I, one, don't want them to have another lawsuit on their hands like they have today for somebody denying somebody public records. Mm-hmm. Two, I want to record it and I want to show it and expose it. And three, I want them to learn. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I want them to understand that, no, you do have to take records requests. Even if you have another office that does it, you have to take those requests. Okay. So it's not just go in there and get some crazy shit on camera. That's not what I'm trying to do, though it happens all the time, right? Because people are crazy. I understand that, like, I take the approach like this. I understand somebody walking up with a camera in your office and doing this shit, and obviously I don't typically just go right on people. I typically just go to the walls and shit like I was doing. It can take people aback a little bit, right? Like, what's this dude doing? Why the f is he recording me? But they also need to understand it is 100% our First Amendment right. There's nothing wrong with it. You're public employees. We have the right to scrutinize you. You see what I'm saying? Yep. And so I understand, and I always take that approach. Okay, they're a little taken aback. That's why when they come and ask me questions, I don't say, f you, get out of here. I don't need your help. I don't do anything like that because I think that would be baiting and trying to create a confrontation. Mm-hmm. I always just say, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just taking some pictures. Yeah. Why are you taking pictures? I'm doing a story on the offer, right? I always do that. Now, when somebody gets disrespectful, I may or may not back, but I try not to, right? I have a temper just like everybody else. I lose it. But anyways, I just want you guys to learn.
Sergeant or not?
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to wait for him. If he's coming. If he's already coming.
He put out over the radio that he's on his way. So.
Yeah, I can wait for him. Did you give me the address to their other office?
Yeah, 5109 Tyler.
5109 Tyler. Okay, I have that here. And you guys are, I thought you were 5109 Tyler.
To what other office?
To their office that I can request the records at.
So the field offices, there's multiple throughout the state. They told you to look up the one that's closest to your area.
But what is social services?
Yeah.
Because there's something different. They're like the whatchamacallit commission.
They deal with, so this is what she told me, they deal with when people make Social Security claims for disability. They get the medical records, and then but they don't house them here. They get the medical records, and then they send them off to those offices and make the determination. All those records are housed in the field office, and anything that needs to be done is done in the field offices. The only thing that they do here is if somebody needs a hearing because they were denied Social Security, then they set up a hearing, and that's the only thing that they handle here is a hearing.
Okay.
For those people.
I don't need to talk to your sergeant. I'll go to your guys' thing. I'm gonna boogie. I do have to go back in the property. My vehicle's obviously in the parking
That's all right.
lot. Right?
I'll walk you through.
No, I'll go around. It's parked away because I walked a little bit.
Okay.
So
All right.
I don't need to go in the building. I'm just letting you know I'm going on back on the property. I got to get my vehicle. So can I get your name and badge number real quick?
Officer Grimes, California Highway Patrol, North Sacramento area office, badge number 21141.
Thank you, appreciate you. Yeah, it's all good. So real quick, I just want to make it clear because you just said some other things. You said we're asking you nicely, and I just want to be clear. You're telling me not to come back in this building under threat of arrest. Are we right?
I did not say that. I never threatened you with that.
Well, you did before. You said I'm going to take action. If you do, I'm going to take action.
I never used those words. You're putting words in my mouth. So
you did. You said I'm going to take action.
I told you that there are signs outside in the parking lots.
Okay.
And if you come back, you will be trespassed.
Trespassed or arrested?
I said I will trespass you if you come back. I'm giving you a warning right now that if you come back, then I will trespass you.
Well, and that's what I said earlier. Just give me make it. I don't need the warning. Give me the paper
I'm giving you.
All right, guys, this final segment takes things to another level because this is no longer just verbal confrontation. It turns physical. Staff members allegedly shove him, damage his equipment, and police arrive to investigate conflicting stories. Then things spiral into arguments over identification laws, trespassing authority, public access rights, and potential lawsuits. This turns into a legal chess match where every statement matters. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.